What's up, family? Welcome to my channel. My name is MichelleAna. If you're new here, what's up? If you've been here before and you're already subscribed, welcome back. As you know, I am going to be continuing on the Faith and Influence series, and it's only episode 2 of this series, and today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why it's important for you to be authentic on social media. And of course, before we get into that, I want to talk about a little bit about what this series really was inspired by and what to expect. So basically, the Faith and Influence series is really a series dedicated for you to really recognize that you indeed can bridge this gap between sharing your faith and your values and what you believe in, right? And sharing it with and kind of marrying it into your influence. I have established myself as a lifestyle and beauty influencer. And within lifestyle, I really include my faith as one of those pillars in my content because it's who I am, right? It's a part of who I am. It's a part of my value system. It's a part of how I live my life. And so I love to share that. And it's kind of sort of a form of ministry. I didn't always see it that way until recent years, but I've been able to really be able to talk about my faith in a genuine way where it resonates with my community. And that's probably why you're here. You're probably like, man, I see myself in her. And trust me, I wish there was someone when I was growing up where I can see kind of like what I'm doing now, but that's what forerunners and trailblazers and pioneers are for. And so I hope that you see encouragement, or that you feel encouraged that you too can be a SOUL, social media influencer as well. And before we get started in today's video, which is all about 5 reasons why you need to show up authentically on social media. Before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that we are only a week away, just 1 week away from the closing of the enrollment for round 1 of coaching with me. There is a link below in this video all about the 6-week intensive coaching with me. If you are an aspiring influencer, if you're someone that is trying to figure out how to share their story online and still be relatable and resonate with your community, build your community, and really affirm your voice. Maybe you're already a thought leader and you're just needing an affirmation or an affirming of your personal brand voice so that you can become profitable online. I'm your girl and I want to help you. So seats are limited. Y'all, I cannot believe how many people have already signed up. I actually was blown away when the first person enrolled, but God was like, girl, do you not know who I am and who you serve? Okay, period. So let's get into today's video. Make sure that you guys check out all the links in the description box. So today we're going to be talking about, I got my notes right here, why it's important to be authentic on social media. These are 5 reasons why. Within the 6-week intensive coaching program, I'm going to be teaching something called the authenticity formula. It is something that I love to talk about, but it's important to understand why it's important for you to show up authentic online. So here are 5 reasons why it's important, which are the 5 reasons that will help you figure out and really navigate how that looks like and how that translates for your audience and your community and your platform. So I hope it helps. So the first reason why is because it creates a level of transparency, right? When you are creating a transparent platform or a transparent messaging or a transparent experience with your community on social media, it allows them to relate to you, right? You guys probably relate to me so much because I let my personality shine. I have walked through this journey of healing from a lot of traumatic things, and you guys have found yourself, even if you haven't gone through the same thing that I've gone through, there's a level of relatability because you have also experienced pain. Pain is universal. No matter how deep or wounded you have ever been, pain is universal. And so I have developed this level and language of transparency, which then allowed you to feel relatable or to relate to me. And that's one of the first reasons why it's important to show up authentic. The number 2 reason why it's important to show up authentic on social media is vulnerability. When you build vulnerability, you're able to kind of have an atmosphere that will resonate with your community. And when you're able to resonate with your community, you're able to fill a gap in their lives, and you're able to answer something in their world that they would have never been able to figure out on their own, because it just very much so may be a blind spot for them, or a gap that they just don't know how to figure out. So it's very important for you to find the levels of vulnerability and the levels that you're able to resonate with your community, because when you find that sweet spot, people will come back to you time and time and time again, because they can resonate with your story. They can resonate with your ability to be authentic on social media. Number 3, the third reason why it's important for you to be authentic and show up on social media is because your tone matters. Your level and how you speak to your audience and your approach is important, right? There are people that are, and when I say tone, I really do mean your approach, right? There are people that are extroverted and bubbly, and then there are people who are introverted and don't want to be seen on video. I actually love how I have built my 2 brands right now. So you guys know I have the loveMichelleAna brand, which is my personal brand, and I am a lifestyle influencer, beauty influencer, and now transitioning as a personal brand coach and social media coach, right? That's that. Then we have the Flourish effect, which is a community brand that I have been able to build. If you go on the Flourish effect _ on Instagram, which I'll just leave a link in the description box, it is very intentional that my face is nowhere on there. And if my face is on there, 1 is because my team forced me, but 2 is because I'm promoting a live recording, a live filming of a finale of the podcast or whatever. There's a reason why I do it that way. There's a reason why the reels, right? The Instagram reels are just audio and words. I wanted to be able to kind of make this brand duplicatable for people like yourself who maybe want to build a community but don't want it to be just about you. Now, if you're more so building a personal brand, that's loveMichelleAna side. But it's very important that your approach, your tone, your personality, and how you are approaching your audience, it's very important for you to kind of hone in on that, because they'll be able to notice who is speaking, and they'll be able to kind of pinpoint you from a crowd of influencers or thought leaders because they know your tone. Number 4, the 4th reason why it's important for you to show up authentic on social media is because of your messaging, right? What are you saying to your audience, and where are you leading them to? This is a very important reason to show up authentically, because what you have to say matters. And I don't care how oversaturated you think that the industry that you want to go into is, your experience and what you have to say is so unique and so important. You've probably just are trying to figure out how to share that message, right? And we're going to be talking about tips on storytelling effectively on social media probably next week. But I wanted to make sure that you guys knew why this was important. Messaging is so important because it attracts the community that needs to hear what you have to say, hear your voice, hear your testimony, listen to your story. There are things that you have uniquely learned along the way that are so important, right? We are breezing right along here. Number 5, which is the last reason why it is important for you to show up authentically on social media, is consistency, right? It builds trust between you and your community, you and your clients, you and your peers and your industry. Whatever it is, it's very important for you to remain consistent. And this breeds and this births this level of authenticity. And the reason why being authentically consistent and what that means for you is that if you have clients and they see the process, they see the testimonials, they see the before and after, it builds that trust between you, the coach, the influencer, therapist, the doctor, whoever you are watching this, that builds that level of trust because listen, they know who to go to. When people want to learn something that is very niche to you, they're going to go to you. They're going to think about you, right? When people think of me, I want people to think of me as a personal brand coach, but very unique in a way where it's like, okay, she's going to affirm my voice. She's going to make sure that I become profitable, and she's going to make sure that I'm showing up authentically online. And so I wanted to share and kind of lay this groundwork as to why it's even important for you to show up authentic on social media. I know that a lot of people throw this word around, authenticity, and I literally love to consider myself the authenticity maven. I have made myself that thing. But I think that it's very important to at least break down why it's important, right? Why it is so key for you to nail down these things so that you can be profitable as an influencer or thought leader, so that you can build legacy, right? So that you can build trust between your clients and your followers and your fans, or whatever you call your tribe or your community. Those things are so important. So I hope that you guys have found this video super helpful, especially being a part of this community. I want to make sure that in this Faith and Influencer series that you guys understand that you could really be about that life and be about your Father's business, okay? And really have him as the foundation of how you operate, whether it be in the business world, in the influencer, whatever it is, your industry, your specific industry. I want to make sure that you know that it is possible for you to show up authentically in those arenas and in those industries. Of course, as always, if you found this video super helpful, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you guys want an even more in-depth version of this, because this is just the glimpse of what the authenticity formula really is, in the 6-week intensive coaching, I'm going to be teaching how to actually develop content that is authentic and how to actually activate the authenticity formula. So I hope that you found this helpful. I cannot wait to continue the series. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much every day, and I cannot wait to share more on faith and influence. I will see you guys in my next video.